Welcome back, everyone. Now to an exclusive I-Team investigation. What was supposed to be a 5-day construction job has turned into a 5-month nightmare for one local elderly woman. She says all she wanted was a new front entrance, but all of these months later, that promise has still not been delivered. I confronted the owner of the business to get to the bottom of what's going on.
I want to cry sometimes, I just want to cry.
It's been a tough winter for 78-year-old Phyllis Picari. With no way to get into her house through the front door, she's been forced to climb more than 10 steep steps to get in through the back.
In the wintertime, when it snows out there, I don't like to go that way because that's kind of slippery.
After half a century living at her house in East Hampton, Phyllis says her front entranceway needed to be redone. So last October, she hired the company Concepts in Concrete based out of Columbia. She says the owner, Kara Chikello, and a worker named Tom convinced her they were the right team for the job.
They just sounded so enthusiastic, and they both came over and, they came up here and she said, "You're going to love what he does. He does great work."
So Phyllis signed on the dotted line, $2,200 for a 4-foot stoop and 3 steps. She paid half right away and says the job was supposed to be finished in time for her family to visit for the holidays.
I said, "Kara," is this going to be done by Thanksgiving? Phyllis, of course. It's definitely going to be done by Thanksgiving.
But 5 months later, still no front stoop, still no steps. And to add to the frustration, Phyllis says what work they have done has destroyed her yard.
The truck came and they poured. As soon as they start pouring, they had to stop right at the back because the form just went and the cement was going every place.
It filled the yard, creating mud, splattered all over the front door, and even broke part of a shutter.
I like to keep it clean and neat, and it's ridiculous.
Phyllis says multiple times the forms to hold the concrete in place broke. And despite repeated calls to Kara, she says she hasn't been informed of when they plan to fix it. While she was offered her money back, Phyllis says to repair what's been done would cost even more cash. Fed up, Phyllis decided to reach out to the I-Team.
I got to the point where I said, I just can't wait anymore, and I didn't know who to call, and a friend of mine said, "Call Aaron," because that's why I called you.
So we decided to show up at the home of Concepts in Concrete and confront Kara about Phyllis's accusations.
Do you think it's a little ridiculous that
Yes.
it's been 5 months?
Absolutely.
And this has not been remedied?
No, absolutely, but I've told her that we'd make it good.
During our 11-minute interview, Kara said there were a lot of reasons for the delay, from the illness of a foreman to the cold weather and claims of an unruly neighbor. Still, Kara said she understands how Phyllis feels.
I know it's awful, and I feel horrible for her, and if that was my grandmother, I'd probably have Channel 3 at my house too.
But when we tried to pin Kara down about when the job would be completed, no such luck.
In terms of a time frame, what are we looking at here?
Well, I don't have a crystal ball to predict the weather, but as soon as as soon as I have time, 3 days where the sun is shining, I will get her concrete done. But it can't be 50 during the day and freezing at night. That doesn't work that way.
So are we talking 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years? What are we talking about?
Well, what did the groundhog say? What kind of weather are we talking about? I don't know. Are we having spring? Is it going to be winter? I can't give you a concrete answer.
Now, once we wrapped up our on-camera interview with Kara, she immediately changed her tune and was upset she spoke to us. She threatened to call the police, even telling us Phyllis was out of luck and she would not be finishing the job. Meanwhile, Phyllis has filed a complaint with the Department of Consumer Protection, and they are currently investigating. Of course, we'll continue to keep you posted with any updates.